Help support this channel and get early access to videos plus exclusive content and patrons-only live discussions by becoming a member at patreon.com/BrucePoinsett. Which kind of reminds me of another part of that interview with Isabeau where you talked about doing shows where the audience isn't there, but like thinking about it as a paid rehearsal. I really
Yes,
love that line.
that's our
Could you
thing, paid rehearsals.
could you expound on that a little bit?
Yes, of course. Well, we just love making music, right? Like it fills us up. It makes us feel happy. It helps us share whatever messages we want to share with folks. You know, it's a spiritual practice. And because we just love it, it doesn't feel like a chore. So if you have a show and there's not a lot of people in attendance, we're like, okay, whatever, but we still like doing this and we're still getting paid regardless. So we still gonna, there could be, I mean, this hasn't happened before. There could be one person in the room and we will give like a true performance to that one person. There could be nobody in the room and we still gonna go all in. That which happens with when we have sound checks, we will usually not, sometimes we won't check a song that we're gonna play. We'll just like do some improvisation. And we get so caught up in the sound check sometimes where we're like, whoa, well, that was good. Maybe we went too hard. You know, we just love making music with one another that we're just always ready. And the reason I say the paid rehearsal thing, I like to tell other artists that who are just starting out so they won't feel weird about if a show is not attended well. It's like, guess what? You still getting paid. It's something you like to do, so just still give it your all.
Yeah, and like I said, I just love that framing just because like I used to cover more shows and stuff when I was writing for the Scanner and We Out Here for a little bit. So, I'd be at a lot of places where, you know, not that many other people in the audience besides me. And, I'd see how different it's always interesting. Also, I have some friends who are in stand-up, so I go to a lot of those shows as well. And it's just always interesting watching you know, how people react to the crowd, how people react to the lack of crowd.
Yeah.
Do you get deflated? Do you change things? I don't know, I've seen some wild meltdowns.
Oh
uh,
no, I've never seen that. Oh, bless that person.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
I can imagine for stand up, that's a whole different situation if there's nobody in the room. You know, it's kind of like, I mean, everything is a exchange of energy, but I just feel like stand up, whoa, yeah, I can't imagine if there's nobody in the crowd. You're like, laughter is what is feeding.
yeah.
So,
I mean, I will say this though, is like watching certain people who, I don't know, especially with stand up, what like going to like certain, showcases where you see someone working out their material for like 5 weeks in a row and watching the people, there's something weirdly empowering about, well, actually, maybe empowering isn't the word, but kind of like inspiring about watching people who like bomb, but they just keep coming and they keep trying to like figure it out or not
yes, I
figure it
love
out and
that.
just do that. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If you heard me the way I sang early on, like, you know, you'd be like, okay, I used to go off key, you know, pitch, like, you know, my voice sounds, yeah, you just gotta keep, you just gotta keep going. I've hit the wrong note like before, just loud into the microphone, and woo, those moments are make your face turn red. You just wanna melt into the ground, but you keep going.